Hey guys, I'm Michela.
I'm Adriana.
Today we're gonna be doing a Valentine's Day look, except Adriana here.
I'm gonna do like a goth version for anyone who's sad and not feeling up to it. You know, crank up the My Chemical Romance, Panic at the Disco before, you know, when they were good.
And I'm gonna be doing a simple and sweet, happy Valentine's Day look.
You sound like you're scared.
I am. For the first step, I'm going to be taking my MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation. This is actually just a bunch of water with a little bit of pigment in it, so it's super light and easy to put on.
I want to prime my face first. Oh my god, what's happening with my hair? No,
Should this be a race to see?
A race? I'm not going to win. But I'm putting on this like little, it's from Trader Joe's. I got it as a gift. It's like a rose water facial toner type of thingy. It's supposed to like hydrate your face, helps out with like it not drying out if you have a lot of makeup on, and dry skin's a problem.
Okay.
I don't know. I never had a problem with dry skin, but I started using it and it worked out pretty well. And then I'm gonna prime the rest of my face with the Fenty Beauty primer. Mine's broken because TSA broke it. So I kind of have to bootleg it. I can't really squirt it out. I gotta pull this out and put it on my face.
I forgot to mention that I'm using the Stila one-step color corrector. I usually put this on parts of my face that I don't like, that are sticking out, aka pimples or any dark spots, any under eye bags that I have.
I got this little sample size Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow tint. Never used a tint before, but I got this, so I'm gonna give this a shot and hopefully my eyebrows don't come out looking wonky.
Actually, her name is Anastasia, not Anastasia.
Okay.
No.
I'm married, so I guess by default I do.
Are you actually married?
Yes, I am married.
Let me see that.
That's right there.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm not joking, I was married.
No way.
Yeah.
How old are you?
21. Very young.
Hey.
Hey, if it helps, if this makes sense, he's in the military.
Still not making
I've known him for 8 years though, so it's fine. This tint is not going well. This is going very badly. Very
My
badly.
foundation's looking good. I don't know about you.
I'm not doing this tint anymore. I'm just gonna do what I normally would do, which is the Too Faced Brown Envy little eyebrow kit.
While she's doing that, I am going in with the Tarte Shape Tape. This is the concealer, and I usually put this right under my eye. A lot of makeup artists put it on their chin or like right here. I don't get the point of it. I think honesty is huge. And you have to be super funny, because if you're not funny, then there's like, I mean, what do you do?
I mean, for me, I think that the biggest thing that you need to have in a relationship, and everybody will say this all the time, always, is communication. Like, if you're not telling your partner stuff, if you're getting upset about stupid stuff and you're playing the mind reading game, you're not gonna go anywhere. You need to be honest with your partner and tell them how you feel. At the end of the day, you're two separate people and you have to communicate. And if you don't communicate, then what are you gonna do? You're not gonna know anything and you're gonna end up having a very unhappy, unfulfilled relationship.
That's why I'm a communications major now. I've learned the hard way. I am taking the Laura Mercier. I'm taking the Hourglass translucent powder. I'm gonna put this under my eyes, and it's actually called baking, which I just found out the other day. I think definitely trust is big, communicating, and like I said, like being like understanding each other's humor is big, because eventually, like, if none of that's there, then you just start getting bored of each other really easily, and there's just no spark anymore. So keep your partner entertained.
You also have to be willing to put in the work, because stuff will go boring. You'll be living with somebody for years on end. If you want to be happy, you can't just expect things to happen on their own. You got to make an effort.
All right, while I am baking, I'm gonna be taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour stick. This is in the shade Fawn. And I'm gonna do the 3 on my face, where it's like that, and the jawline. Unique sponge, a beauty blender, and I'm gonna basically blend out the contour. Whenever I do this, I always wanna make sure my sponge is wet because this is like concrete trying to blend it out.
What I'm gonna do now is I like to do my eyes first, and then I do everything else, and I'm gonna put some tape just to make the look I'm going for, which we'll pull up a picture in the corner here of the look I'm trying to do, and you'll be able to compare. I have it on my phone down here, looking at it.
If this comes out really good, I'm gonna be really upset because I have nothing to do after this.
The hardest part of a relationship is the work, because you have to genuinely be willing to put an effort. And I know a lot of people when they're younger, they just want to have fun and all that stuff. Even me, you know? And I'm acting like I'm so much older because I'm married, but I'm literally just 21.
I still can't believe you're married.
Yeah.
I still can't get over that. So, did you guys have a wedding?
Not yet. We only had like a courthouse thing because we're saving up for the wedding.
Oh my God.
And since he is in the military.
You're giving me like 90s vibes. Getting married is so young. My mom got married at 20.
Yep.
Never do that. My dad's birthday is on Valentine's Day, actually. So I'm technically his Valentine. All right, now I'm dusting off the translucent powder with my kabuki brush from e.l.f. We're gonna brush this up.
Try and use this palette as much as I love Anastasia of Beverly Hills.
There you go.
I did it right, okay.
Nooner or Mooner, I don't know what that says. It's kind of like brushed off, but it's this one right here. And I'm gonna be putting that in my crease with this fluffy brush. Tap off the excess. And I learned this the other day from Tati. I don't know her last name, but she's Tati Westbrook, yep. And she said to always, when you're blending eyeshadow, hold it at the end of the brush, so that way it's lighter. You don't want it to be heavy where you're up close like this.
What I'm doing right now is I'm going in with the Anastasia, this is a sample, but it's
Anastasia
Beverly Hills primer. And I'm gonna use that on my eyes. Put on a little brush here.
So I actually didn't paint my brushes, and this is from Jaclyn Hill. This entire brush set's from Jaclyn Hill, and so is this palette. This is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm gonna be going in with the shade Poof, and I'm gonna be basically priming my eyelids with this. Not priming, but setting like a base.
I don't really have an ideal date. Sometimes I think that I wanna do when I wanna like go on a date, I think that I wanna do a lot of stuff, but then I actually go to do it and I'm like, man, this is exhausting, right? Because you think about like, let's go to the fair, let's go do this, let's go do that. And then like 2 hours in, I'm like, man, I just wanna go home already.
I like to just dress up and go out to dinner.
Yeah,
Crab House
I like
is
doing
usually,
that too.
Crab House is usually what I like. But yeah, no, the whole process of like getting ready, buying a dress, buying shoes, buying dinner, gifts, it's all unnecessary, but
spent a lot of money. Like honestly, I'm happy with going out to dinner, stuffing myself, taking it all. Oh no, I think I know what my ideal date would be. It'd be like, you go out to dinner, you stuff yourself, then you take a shower together, and you put on some face masks, and you do something cute like that, and then you watch
PG-13.
What? No. Well, okay, first of all, don't do it in the shower. For the love of God, do not do it in the shower. You will die, you will fall, don't do it. If you have sex in the shower, you will die.
So what's the worst thing a guy can do on a date?
Ask me to pay the bill. Don't ask me to pay the bill on Valentine's Day. Unless you're broke, then I'll take it.
It's about the worst date I've ever had. It was bad. I mean, there's been a couple. There's one snippet, a small date, where I went out with this guy and he, I think halfway through the meal, I don't know what happened, but the lady messed it up. He ordered a coffee and she was like, I accidentally rang you up for chocolate milk, but it's the same price, so it's fine. And he was like, no, change it. And then later turned to me and he was like, well, there goes her tip. And I just looked at him and I'm like, what do you mean there goes her tip?
Okay, so next I'm gonna be going in with the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I'm gonna be working on the outer part of my eye and I'm gonna be using Cherry Cordial.
I'm gonna grab edges over here. This color, I'm trying to pull it up without dropping it. That one there. I'm gonna put it on outside. I'm probably gonna take longer than you to get this done.
Okay, I'm going in with Strawberry Bonbon, same palette. It's a matte pink shade, and I'm gonna be putting that on a little bit of my actual eyelid, probably like halfway. And I'm gonna be using my finger because sometimes using your finger is actually better than using the brushes. It absorbs it way better, and it comes on the eyelid much easier. I like somebody who's, I don't like loud, obnoxious people who, like, especially if I'm with them, they won't like to be the center of the attention. It's just like really annoying to me because it's just, I like who, you know, you're supposed to entertain me, not everyone else. But I like to look for somebody who's like kind of laid back, easygoing, funny, like, you know, pays attention to what I like, and I pay attention to what he likes. Physical qualities, I'd say tall, muscles, not in the military.
I know that for girls, I have a very specific type. Like, if you got like a swoopy haircut that goes like back, like, or something like that, like it's swoopy or something, and you're like very butch, then I'm very into that. And you should talk to me. I'm kidding.
Wait, did you
I'm
say
married.
girls?
Yeah. Well, I'm into guys and girls. I'm bisexual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
But for girls, I have a very specific type. With guys, it depends. Sometimes I care, sometimes I don't.
I mean, let's be honest.
Is that a pun?
Yes. If you see a pretty girl walk by, like, are you gonna tell your boyfriend, wow, she's hot?
Well, we're both very like secure in the fact that we love each other.
Wait, hold on, is he bisexual?
No, he's straight.
Okay.
But we're secure in the fact that like we love each other, so we can recognize when other people are attractive, because I can recognize when someone's attractive, but I'm not in love with them.
No,
you know?
I think I stare more at like girls' butts than like a guy, like my significant other does. Like I don't have a problem saying, oh, like she's got a big butt or she's like gorgeous, you know.
I think it's healthy to like go, hey, I find this person attractive, don't you? And just talk about that stuff and find security in your relationship, because like knowing that your partner loves you, obviously it's okay if it makes you uncomfortable. It's not everyone, but you know. It's good to understand that your partner loves you at the end of the day.
Now I'm moving on. I'm going into this Too Faced palette. It's called Insurance Policy. I don't even think they make this anymore. This is a really old palette of mine, but it has all these nice shimmers. I'm sorry if it's really crusty. It's really old, like I said. And I'm gonna be going in with Boy Toy, this pink shimmer shade right here. It's got a few dents in it, but it does the job.
And we're gonna use some of the browns in here. So let's see. You know, it's so pretty and clean, a new palette. This is Just Peachy by Too Faced Mattes. And they got some nice pinks in there, and I'm like, this is very fitting.
Okay.
Very happy I got this yesterday.
Also, before I start, I put a little bit of the shadow on this brush, and I'm gonna spray it with this setting spray. It's called All Night Ultra Matte, and this actually holds the eyeshadow way more and makes the shimmer more intensified. If that's
So I'm gonna go in with it's called Just Ripe over here. I'm gonna put that out here along where the black is to kind of make like a mid-tone area.
How do I know a relationship's starting to not work out is when there's like no conversation, there's no effort whatsoever. You know, one person's putting in like 20% and the other person's putting in like 80 because they're still like holding on to that. There's no spark, you know, there's no laughter, there's no...
If you don't try, basically, you don't feel, if like you're not motivated to try, you don't want to try, you're not happy. I mean, the biggest key factor is you're not happy.
Yeah. I'm gonna be using the Stila Glitter and Glow highlighter illuminator. I'm gonna put a drop of this on my inner corner to lighten up the inside of my eye.
I'm gonna go in with some pink, and I'm gonna go like do 3 colors here. So pink, and then maybe a little bit of red, and then this peach sangria we have. So we're gonna go in with this. Sangria wine. Well, maybe we're gonna go in with this one actually. Pinker, it's called, and it's very glittery, because I want to try and do glitter.
All right, so now I'm gonna be going in with the Brow Contour Pro from Benefit. This is actually really cool because it has all the different settings that you would need for your eyebrows all in one. So we have a lighter shade, we have a darker shade, we have a deep definer, we have a highlight illuminating part. It's just innovation at its finest.
What do you guys do? Because this happens to a lot of people. If you find out your partner is cheating on you?
I thankfully never went through that.
Yeah, me neither. I've
Maybe
never
they're
had
really
that.
good hiders.
Well,
but
I did.
never,
I did go through it.
Honestly, I talk all this crap like I'm gonna like light their clothes on fire or just like put a hole in their tire, but nobody's gonna do anything, honestly. All you can do is ignore them and the relationship and
just cry.
Ignoring
Have a
them.
good cry.
I think ignoring somebody is probably the best medicine you can give them because it just kind of says, I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
You don't need people
your
like that
loss.
in your life. You really, really don't. I don't know. I've never thought about something weird like that.
Oh, when somebody tries to be somebody they're not. I hate that. When people, like, I know you don't actually act like that, so why are you being a different person in front of other people? I hate that so much.
I don't like when someone tries to get into your interests too much.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I appreciate indulging in my interests and trying to like what I like, but when somebody tries to become me in a sense, it weirds me out, you know? It's cute when it's like, oh, haha, you picked up on that verbal tick, but when he starts, doing or she starts doing everything you do, it gets scary. And I'm like, all right, I don't want to do this. Now I'm gonna take the tape off.
Let's see.
And it's
Whoa,
pretty sharp.
That is sharp.
I had the worst couple fight in public once. There was this girl I was dating, and I don't remember what she was mad about. She would get mad at me a lot, all the time. And I don't remember, but I just remember we were in the middle of California Pizza Kitchen, and I remember she wanted me to pay for our meal after she had agreed to pay for it, and I was like, and she ordered something super expensive, and I was like, I can't afford to pay for your meal, I'm sorry. And she was like, you don't love me, you hate me, you're terrible. And I was like, bro, I got $10. I ordered the cheap thing. She got upset, she wanted me to pay for her meal, and I said I didn't have money, and I was like, I'm sorry, I thought you were going to pay for your own. And I walked out at one point, and she was like, I'm gonna call my mother, and she's gonna come after you. And dude, I could see the people at the California Pizza Kitchen looking at us and going like this.
This is in California?
And no, this was here at and they were looking at us, and I was like, I'm making a scene. They're so gonna talk about me. I don't care. I'm upset. I'm tired. Literally, I know they probably was like, I remember the one time these couple were fighting, and the other one walked out, and it was bad, and it was such a bad time. All right, well, I'm gonna use this. It's another sample that I have that I just kind of used. I don't really know. It's says Ultra HD Invisible Cover Foundation. Doesn't really have a shade on it that I can see.
I'm trying to get this eyelash to stick.
So I don't know what it is. Sorry, but I'm just gonna put that all over. Oh.
So far.
I think mine is pretty good.
I'm feeling really good. Honestly, if this was actually Valentine's Day, I probably wouldn't do as good of a job because it never works out like that. All right, so to finish off the eye look, I'm gonna be blending my real lashes with my fake lashes with the Benefit Roller Lash mascara.
I'm gonna do some contour real quick with the Cocoa Contour by Too Faced. That one smells like chocolate. It's really yummy. So I'm gonna go in with the medium cocoa.
Okay, to finally blend everything together, I'm gonna be going in with the Hoola Benefit bronzer. I'm gonna be taking my little kabuki brush and I'm just gonna blend everything into my neck. A lot of people forget to do this when they put on face makeup, is you always have to blend it out to your neck because you don't want two different shades.
Now I'm gonna put blush on with this little brush here. And I have the NYX Ombre Blush Fard Ombre.
Okay.
It's like this. It's really cute. And it's got kind of a dead shade, which I like, haha. It's not very bright.
All right, and I'm gonna be going in with the Becca highlighting palette. This is in the shade Rose Quartz. I think people who get matching tattoos are really not thinking in the moment and they think that they're gonna be with the person forever.
I would never.
And it just what if you get remarried and now your new partner has to stare at that tattoo? It's just, don't get matching tattoos because you don't know how long you're gonna last, you don't know what's gonna happen. I don't recommend it. I definitely would never do it in general.
I think that matching tattoos are tacky. I would never get one because maybe a wedding ring tattoo, maybe, but finger tattoos fade a lot
You don't.
I wouldn't recommend because it'll be gone in a year.
What's the point of matching tattoos?
I don't know. I guess people just like that. I'm gonna do some lipstick, and it's gonna be the Rum Punch matte lipstick by Anastasia, Beverly Hills. It's this little thingy.
And I am done.
I am not.
You're almost done.
Almost.
So, we're finally done with our makeup looks, as you can tell. Can you tell the difference?
I think it's pretty obvious.
Who's going for the goth look?
It's pretty dark like that stuff in the corner.
No, I really like it.
Too dark for me. If you're alone, just spend the day loving yourself. Because like some people get really bitter and they're like, oh, you should love somebody every day. Like, shut up. Let us celebrate love. If you're gonna be bitter alone. Love yourself. If you don't have a date, you don't need one. Because it can be self-love. It can be family love. It can be whatever other Greek word of love there is. I don't know all of them, but
don't go on Twitter and look at all the memes, the alone day memes. I'd say the same thing.
Don't be bitter.
There's nothing wrong with being alone on Valentine's Day.
all right, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe and smash that like button. Okay, bye.
He's in the hood.